Welcome to Gems of Wisdom with Teresa Maron. We have gemstones and crystals, chakras and shamans, experts to delight you with ahas and amens. The conscious collective is growing by caring. Join us and add your voice to the sharing here on locallivehouston.com every Wednesday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hi there, I'm Teresa Maron. Welcome to Gems of Wisdom, coming to you live today on locallivehouston.com. And I want everyone to know that our theme of the show today is going to be creativity, intuition, all kinds of things that spark you and bring your artistic skills to the surface. And to help me discuss that today, I have the lead guitarist from the band Enloom, and his name is Mason van Kraayenburg. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Did I pronounce your name properly?
Perfectly.
Will you say it again?
Mason van Kraayenburg.
And if people wanted to get a hold of you for tour dates or concerts or your fabulous CD collection, how would they do that?
Well, they could go to enloom.com, or they could go to Facebook and search up Enloom.
Well, Enloom is spelled E-N-L-O-O-M, correct?
That is correct.
Fabulous. Now, is that about illuminate? Where does that come from?
It actually just randomly popped into my mind, and it was like 9th grade. I just wrote it down on my hand, Enloom.
Okay, now that's a story all of its own, but I really did want to start our conversation today about how you first found that you were drawn to music and when you knew that that was going to be part of your life forever.
Yeah. Well, for me, it was mainly how I initially got into it was all my friends were actually playing guitar and playing music, so that was actually my intro into it. But once I really picked up the instrument, the guitar, it was just so natural and so comfortable as opposed to anything I've experienced before. So
I really understand. So you were about what age when you first picked up a guitar?
About 13.
Wow. But before that, you listened to guitar music.
Oh, definitely.
Who was your strongest influence?
Probably, as we were talking about earlier, Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin is, it's the band of the week. They just were honored at the Kennedy Center. And the show that was put on by the artist to honor Led Zeppelin, it absolutely blew me away. Google it. Check it out on YouTube. But I think that that band inspired a whole generation of people to get into music. And the artistry behind some of that music actually reminds me a lot of Enloom. I heard every single song on your album last week for the first time, and it's absolutely stunning music. It's an experience.
Well, thank you very much. That warms my heart.
Well, it's true. It's very spiritual, very uplifting, but it also takes you into a fantasy world. Is that the point? Is that what the goal is?
Well, it is a very imaginative, visionary music. It lends itself to the person who makes it their own. Each person has their own experience with it, and they get to create their own worlds within it. So,
well, that kind of gets back to our theme today, because when I listen to your music, it does inspire things in me. It does inspire creativity. It makes me think of lots of colors and flying through the atmosphere and fairies and angels and all kinds of fun things. It is fantasy type music.
Very much so, yes, definitely. And that derives, I think, naturally from the spiritual aspect of playing through feel.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Are you saying that you're not trained classically?
I am not trained at all. I taught myself 100% how to play, and I play just by ear and by feel.
That's amazing. Is that true for everyone in your band?
Apart from the two drummers, that is true. The two drummers in our group both had a drum line in high school. So they're very technically gifted in that aspect.
That's great. That's amazing to have a group of all guys, right?
Yes.
How many people are in your band?
There are 5.
5?
There are 2 drummers, 2 guitarists, and a bassist who sometimes plays guitar.
I see. And does everyone sing?
Occasionally we'll do some chanting.
Oh.
Very minimal.
I see. And do you write music? Do you write songs, or do you respond?
I do. Typically, what I do is I like to work with songs that are presented to me. I like to color songs that kind of already have the structure as opposed to lay the foundation. I like to draw on the foundation.
Well, that's, one of the creative ways to get into anything artistic is to either be sparked by someone else's inspiration and take it to the next level, or, to come up with something original at this point in time. Almost everything is sparked by someone else's originality, don't you think?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. Well, Mason, this has been a fabulous conversation. I'm wondering, what is the one thing that you do, other than play guitar, right, that makes you feel the most creative?
One thing that I do that makes me feel the most creative.
If you want to just jumpstart that creativity, what do you do?
I would have to say simply just appreciating nature in its most simplest form. Just being out in nature. I love to get my telescope and just go look at the stars and just appreciate.
That's beautiful. Well, we're going to listen right now to one of Mason's songs off of the album. What's the name of the album again?
The name of the album is In the Lantern Cusp.
In the Lantern Cusp by Enloom. Thank you, Mason.
Thank you.